got talent.
Gotta go. Whoa. Big time. Thinking about the honey money on my mind. Gotta blow. Cash. Whoa. It's time. Thinking about a car, a boat, and crib to buy my mom's. Got a folk. I'm a folk. More lines. Got me moving slower than a turtle racing 9. Gotta go. Whoa. Big time. Feeling like I'm baby, man. I'm fresh to the crime.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Reality Roundtable. I know it's been a long time since I've had an episode, but I am your host, Jonathan Brown, and we got a returning guest back on the podcast. Welcome back, Marquis Webb. He was on episode 2 where we talked about, I forgot what we talked about. What you will and want to set in a relationship. But he's been through a lot since then. So, Keith, tell us what you've been up to since that last episode, bro.
What's going on, man? Yeah, it's been quite a minute. What, 2 years maybe?
A little over 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, a little over 2 years. Oh man, it's just a lot has changed. You know, from us graduating to COVID, and life after graduating.
Yeah, that is right. When you was on, we was actually mask free. We weren't in no pandemic.
Exactly. So, yeah, man, a lot just had changed. For me, getting accepted into grad school, just preparing my life, for moving to Philadelphia and, really just attending Villanova. That was my mindset, but when COVID came, a lot of things really switched up. So, I recently got into, an opportunity presented itself for me, to start my own rideshare business. So, that's something that, I've been up to lately. And, I'll feel more, I'll be more than happy to, go into depth about that as well.
Speaking of going into depth about that, how did that opportunity present yourself? Like, what made you want to get into the ride sharing business?
So like after what happened with Samantha a few years back, I think this was like my junior year. I was doing a few drives. A few drives for like a driving app, and around that time, a lot of women were really scared, really hesitant, to really take, Ubers and Lyfts, and I don't really blame them. I don't blame them, but, once they found out that I was doing rides and things of that nature, they just kind of like, I would give my numbers to them and, have people hit me up for rides. And, one thing led to another, 5 girls started telling their friends, 10 girls started telling their friends. And, before I knew it, in 2 weeks, I had 47 clients. Ending the last semester, going into summer. And so I just kept in contact with my clients every 3 weeks. I would send them text messages, just talk to them, check up on them, just to keep that relationship, build that relationship, and, I started having dreams actually about starting my ride share. So it was 4 days in a row. I started having dreams. God started showing me dreams like, you need to do this. And so, at first, I thought it was just a regular dream, and then I had another one, and I just, I felt like it was my calling, and it all happened so quick. I got a business consultant, she started helping me plan, from talking on the phone for hours to FaceTime calls to Zoom calls, and just getting, business things in place, like my LLC, my EIN number, applying for business contracts and making sure my foundation was, as solid as possible. And I already had clients to start off with, but it just kind of grew when school came back this August. I think August 19th, school came back, and the clients that I had, they started telling sororities and fraternities, and it just kind of grew, and now I'm up to about 467 clients. Just in as little as 2 months. And so, I recently had, a news interview, a news story, about my company, which actually caught local attention. And, I actually met a news reporter this summer when I was passing my flyers out, at Olympia and Granby and Five Points area. And, she kind of, asked me some questions during the summertime. And I gave her one of my business cards and my flyers, and she reconnected with me recently, maybe like 2 weeks ago, and we just made it happen, man. And now it's just blowing up, man. It's growing so fast and so quick, and I'm not surprised. Because I know my work ethic is there. Even when I was in college, I worked 70, 80 hours. In the summer, I work hundreds of hours. So I feel like to be an entrepreneur, you have to go through the pointless jobs and, all the jobs, the disappointments, getting up, clocking in for others. You have to go through those things to learn like what you will and won't accept. So I feel like all those things prepare you to be an entrepreneur. I don't feel like that's something that you just fall into. It's kind of like a foundation or, something that you can create that pathway for yourself, but it takes a lot to be an entrepreneur, man. And you definitely have to have the mindset and be built for, for this kind of environment, so that's why personal development is also great. I started getting in the gym, started reading more, and everything just kind of fell in my lap, man.
And with your business growing so fast, like what would you say your ride sharing business, how would you say that it stands out from other ride sharing businesses?
Well, first of all, my company is a local company. It's not a national company. It's a local company. 90% of my business comes from college students. So, I knew that if, I use that market and utilize this market that, will eventually grow. And so, it's just different because it's a local company. It's more geared towards college students, but not only for college students. It's more so for everyone in the local community, professionals, college students as well. And I started it because I wanted to make sure everybody got home safe. And that was even more so than the money. It was about if I focus on the safety, the foundation, everything else would come. So.
And with your one thing that a lot of people don't know about your company is that when riders do ride with you, that they're able to get a snack and a drink. Like what made you want to come up with that concept?
I just know from people booking rides, from going to bars, going to concerts, games, especially in the summer or when it's hot outside. A lot of people, they don't have time to really eat, but a lot of people drink, everybody wants to drink. And I'm talking about like alcohol, but once you do all like these certain things, it kind of makes you hungry. It's just like going to the bars and going to the clubs and, getting drinks. The first thing you think of when you leave these places is, oh man, I want to get something to food. I want to get something to eat, and a lot of people are rushing to get back home, get in their beds. And, I just thought it would set me apart from the rest of the companies, if I really provide a solid service to these people, getting out the cars and opening the doors for, majority of my clients, providing little snacks. And, these are just all bonuses that, if I feel like I can do the small things, people will acknowledge my company, and it will help me stand out, So I have napkins, tissue, drinks, chips, little things like that.
And with your company being able to stand out like that, how do you feel like that has positioned you to grow this company even further in the future?
I don't know. It's just crazy, man. I put myself in a position as a customer every day I drive. I'm always thinking, if I was to get into a car with somebody, or if I had kids, if they were to get into the car with somebody, the things that I would want these drivers to do, to provide a level of comfort and safety, And before I actually had a car, people, a few of the drivers had snacks and drinks and stuff, and they had good music. They opened the doors for me, and I figure if I make an actual company that's revolved strictly around these things that make me happy, it will make other people happy as well, because you have to be able to satisfy yourself before you can satisfy others. It's a level of comfort in that. I know if I please myself, if I show up to my business every day, if I do the things that I need to do, it will make other people, like my company and myself and my personality as well.
So basically with this company, you're not just providing a ride, you're providing the whole experience. So they're really getting more bang for their buck than if they were to take these other companies.
Exactly. It's not, like I said, it's not about the funds. We don't prioritize expenses over experience. Experience and safety is always first. The funds, it matters, but it doesn't solely matter. Of course, people are going to come and spend their money where they're comfortable at. So I figure if we focus on the experience, focus on the safety, the word will spread really fast. And, You know, exactly what I implemented, I executed, you know, and that's how things actually happen, man. And, you know, it's steady growing.
And when your company first started, like you said that you had to like go through like a whole process. Like, tell us about like a little bit of the process and some of the groundwork that you had to put in to get this thing off the ground.
So before I told anybody, you know, I tell anybody this, like, before anybody can, help you out, you have to believe in yourself. You have to have the ultimate belief in yourself, and you have to put in the groundwork. So the groundwork for me, it consisted of, printing out 1,500 flyers, printing out 1,500 business cards. I had the mindset that if no one ever heard about my company, no one ever heard about me. That was my mindset. And I was thinking, like, what can I do to get immediate impact for people to find out about me? And so, my content, I started looking back on my Instagram, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting this business, but I don't have any content. I have 3 pictures. So I know social media is a heavily invested platform, and I knew if I got my content together and I started posting videos, making commercials, printing out flyers, printing out business cards, that these things will get me to the top, especially if I marketed it the right way. And I know I have a powerful voice. I love to talk. I love to communicate. I'm a very people's person, and I know it's multiple ways that you can market your business. Some people are good with social media. Some people are good with, in-person marketing, and that's my lane. That's the lane that I wanted to stay in. But I also was, I was open to learning the whole social media thing. And so I just went with no camera, just my phone, my cell phone, started, going to the campuses, going to the student apartments, posting flyers, playing around with the phone, recording videos, doing reels, voiceovers, all these things I taught myself. And while I'm not a perfectionist, I do have high expectations, of myself when I'm willing to learn something or put my energy into something. And so, yeah, that was like pretty much the groundwork. And I even had a business consultant by the name of, Jakayla, who, pretty much, helped me throughout the whole entire process, along with some of the clients that I had from last semester. So they helped me with anything far as like, they gave me ideas on prices, distance, and that's why it was important for me to keep in contact with these clients, because who knows what they want best, and who knows what they want more than the actual students and the clients that you already have, so I figured if you reached out to, the people that you're going to be serving, they're going to give you the answers that you need. You just got to be willing to listen and willing to adjust,
And that's rare nowadays that when somebody does start coming in, they're actually able to directly reach their consumers in the way that you are able to. And what you were basically, in short, what you were saying is, like, you said that in-person marketing was really how it best fit you, but you were open to learning about like the whole social media marketing and like marketing in other ways. So basically what you were saying is you were basically an open book, and you didn't want to limit yourself to just the way that you knew how. You were willing to learn other ways on how you can improve yourself and your business.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so like here at Kola Kruze, we were like, heavily and deeply invested into our customers. You can actually we'll have a platform, a website where you can actually go and voice your opinions, you won't have like algorithms or people answering your questions or your feedback or a computer system. You'll have real life people, even if it's myself. With me, I'll be doing a lot of the work until my company, grows and grows more. I'll be out here doing rides. And you just think about it, like how many companies, where the CEO starts the company, you actually get to meet him, and so I just wanted to be different, and I'm going to actually be out here doing rides, for a while, and just, continuing to get my name out here, get my personality out here, and introducing myself to, all the new clients who are, going to be partaking within my platform, so I want people to feel like, okay, I met him, I met the CEO, he's a nice person, he's out here doing the work, he's doing the lead work, and he's providing an excellent service.
And with all that going on, like, how do you see yourself grow, and like what are some of the things that you would want this business to be able to do?
Like I said earlier, just continuing to grow, and just thinking of any way that the company can grow, like from like the clients, the employees, and just making it overall a better experience for for everyone, as a whole, and not just myself.
So like you said, you're very like heavily invested in your customers. And with that being said, like, how do you think that in the personal relationship that you build with your customer, how do you think that puts you like a step ahead of like what these other companies?
Okay, that's a really good question. I like that you asked that. So I feel like with the business, a local business versus a national business, I feel like that's what a lot of companies are actually lacking. Like they don't build relationships with their clients, and I mean, you can leave a review on the company, you can leave a review on Google or a website, but what's more personal than actually, building relationships with your customers, finding out information about your customers, and creating a solution to the problem, because you can't have a solution unless you have a problem. So you have to be willing to get to know the people that are giving you their funds, giving you their businesses, giving you their services.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like what you say, like you can't have a solution without having a problem. And I feel like that's what you did with this company. I feel like you saw that a lot of people were scared after the Samantha Josephson situation. I feel like a lot of people were scared to like take like other ride sharing companies because they didn't know who they were getting in the car with.
Mm-hmm.
And with your company, like you have pictures, like you're gonna have pictures of people, so that when they pull up, they know exactly who they're riding with.
Exactly. So, like I said, just me inserting my personality into, a wonderful community and knowing the concerns of the community. It was just the perfect opportunity, for me, to place my print, after, the Samantha thing to the COVID thing. It was just, 5 points. If you're from the local area, about 5 points, and the issues that they're dealing with right now. It was just a perfect opportunity for me. And, I'm an actual face. I'm a local face. I went to the campus. I went to the community. I was raised in the community. I went to the school, the college. I grew up in the area. And, I just felt like it was perfect for me. And I've actually built a business profile, a business Instagram, Kola_Kruze, where all my clients can actually take pictures and, just have a platform where they can actually go and see their friends, see family members, and everything like that on my Instagram. And so even that, something simple as that, people know when they go to book a ride, they can also see their picture on my profile as well, and their friends' pictures as well. And that just makes more people want to engage with you, because they feel like, they're actually intertwined with the company. They're a part of the company.
Man, that's awesome. That's real awesome, bro. And what are some of the steps you see for your company going forward?
Going forward is just, like I said, just looking to grow overall, not moving too fast, because things have already taken off. It's been like 2 months, and, I started off with 30 followers, and now I'm up until about 568 or 69, and, just willing to give the people what they want, allowing them to voice their opinions, and to have them answered by real life people, and just making adjustments as we go forward. And that's really the only thing, not trying to think too far ahead, just staying in the moment and taking advantage of the opportunity that, God has blessed me with. Because I feel like, if you can apply pressure, but wait patiently for your time, then everything's going to be fine. God will surround the right people around you and your company. And that's exactly what he did. So I have all the right pieces. So just moving forward, man, I just, want to soak it all in and, look for opportunities for investments, looking for investors, to hopefully get an app in the future sometime.
Man, those some big steps, man. Really some big steps. Man, yo, I want to appreciate you for coming on to the podcast, man. It's good to have you back. It's been 2 years. And that's it for this episode, everybody. You know, I'm like I said, I say this after almost every episode, but I am gonna try to put out more episodes. Like, if y'all need me to do that, like, just hold me to it. And this has been another episode of the Reality Roundtable. I'm your host, Jonathan Brown, and we're good for today.